the fact that NRM has been able to bring peace in Uganda for the first time in a long period.
Iwang me achel ati NRM kelo kuji lowe tuak Uganda ko duchu liweng iwang me achel.
And the reason we were able to bring peace is because of the good politics.
Tien lok ma weko watie ki kuj tie ni NRM tiu lok me wibie yo mati mabe.
The politics of opposing sectarianism, of religion, of tribe, and looking down upon women.
Pati NRM tiu lok me wibie on pege miro lok me apora yo mapat mateno teno mawatie kereni.
Because we don't apoka according to religion, we don't apoka according to tribe, we don't apoka according to sex, to gender.
NRM
Apoka means discrimination.
NRM pemiro apora ilok me dini, ilok me tekwaro, ilok me kara, ilok me berupamon kicho. NRM tiu kitman lok me apora.
I'm asking, apoka means discrimination. I'm asking.
Discrimination.
Okay. So we don't have any apoka.
NRM tiu labon apora kienwa.
So therefore, all of you, this program of PDM, please attend to it.
Timan, you man me PDM me, did legu ni uket echwinu.
This is not for rich people like Otema, like Museveni. No, it is for the people who need to start getting out of poverty.
Tente me PDM me, petie pijoma lolonyo, chalo tema gi, diet Museveni gi, tie pijoma gi pe kichente chingi me chako a kichan, me chere lonyo.
Those can go to UDB, they can go to UDB. They don't have to disturb us.
Toni cha makulu lonyo ni gen roma chero bang me UDB gi cherge gama chente kikunu.
But we, the beginners, we are the ones who need this money.
Ento wan me chako tere me donye lonyo ni wa miro chente en me PDM me matek mada.
And follow it up. Nobody should steal it or play around with it.
Dong malubo man pere tek ni ti kere kidiro pe tuk kere.
We are now going to add another 15 million for the 100. This 15 million will be for the leaders.
Dong chente mukene ma gibi meri te yub man me PDM ena yobu beru chente million apa we a beach mambo che bino pilotela.
The local leaders.
Tutela mai te dero chente million apa we a beach bu bino mete com PDM pilotela.
So it will be 115 million per parish.
Makai ribu no bino million mia chel ki apa we a beach me PDM mambo beru kadonyo ite parish ki parish dong.
We want to start another fund for the religious leaders.
Pamir beni wachak dul le mo manyen pilotela medini.
According to their parishes.
Malubo kiet parishes mamegi dul tij mamegi medini.
Or Muslim districts.
Kiet bene pa Islam bene.
We the ordinary Christians, Muslims, we shall continue with the parish.
On Islam, on Christ, no guare jomati dini me Catholice me kimukeneni can be me take kimene kiet me parish.
But the priests and the sheikhs will borrow from their fund.
Ma gen lutela me dini can be longe kere ma lupe ki kiet.
Then the cultural leaders
Tene bene man makwaro lutela wa mete kwaro.
We shall create a fund for them also.
Pabinongo bene chente mami ukony me teach me konyo lutela mete kwaro kit merie mchan.
What we want here is everybody to be involved in wealth creation.
Yen ma wa miro kakanya ye mapere tek eni dano duju nyen gu dony ilok man me teach me nyayo lonyo.
We don't want, it's not like football where you have got players They say the prayers are
Lutogo.
Rutuko. And the spectators, Lunena.
Luneno.
Huh?
Luneno.
We don't want Ruduku and Luneno.
Peo beru chalo togo dilu. O beru chalo togo. Ma wa beru ki lutogo. Ki wa beru ki luneno.
With world creation, everybody must participate.
Ilok menya yo lonyo dano weng yerubet to teach magiti yu weng la wachel.
If she or wants, unless she doesn't want. If he or she wants to participate.
Kache en chwinye miero ni umiero eneti kachel.
Now, there are young people who have left university but not to go to jobs for 2 years.
Dong watie ki lute jomatino mageno tiako kwan gime university ento dongu beru gang pe mwagario peya no kuno teach.
We shall create a fund for those.
Joni enebere obikati kidu lim makemme kigen me konyogi.
There are my graduates of the presidential skilling hubs.
Watie ki lutino mamege paladit mageno tiako kwan gi ki gang kwan me teaching matie bot wakanye kumalo me Uganda ni.
We have created a fund for those circle per district.
Lutini en magichero gi kwano yuding ka gang kwan maladiru yabani en bene yubu chente magitika miyo bot gi district gen madongo tiako kwan ki kunu.
Now, the story of these young people is not good for Uganda.
Dong piman lok pa choman matiano ni mabepi lobo Uganda.
These are children who had lost hope.
Man litiano wa maono dong gen peka ko chwingi kweje.
They had lost hope because their families could not pay for them in the school system.
Dong gen ruenyo ko chwingi pian origi kamagi aye gangi peki ker me chulo kwan mamegi me meteke kwan.
But when I gave them free education for just 6 months,
Ento ma en imi gi kwan me nono pidwe abichel keken.
they are making products which were importing from China, from Dubai, from India, from Italy, shoes.
Etene eni kombe dongi tika yupu jami mabejo maono nene wagamo giki lobo India, lobo China, lobo Italy, talo wa bene dongi tika yupu ne.
So this is a serious criticism because of the school system of charging school fees in government schools.
Man lok ma raj madit atira maraj atika time pitian lok me kwan mano ki merni ni chul school fees gang kwan.
So in the coming government, please let's stop this charging of school fees in government schools.
Dong piman Kamente en madong tiga meta nyima watiga donye yeme chakone il jok lok man me chulo school fees gang kwane ro.
What I am doing now is more expensive than what you can do.
Yen makomberi dong watiga timone wele la mal watek atira maloyo genma watwer timone.
Because my skilling hubs are few.
Yen kaberuman me fonye make kwano gini tie manok.
There are only 19 in the whole country.
Tia para bungwen keken ilobo Uganda loro.
So that means children come from far. I need to accommodate them, feed them. It's a bit more expensive.
Yen lokani litiano aki kama bo kagibiano kakwan gay kwana para bungwen mayano wajani. Mere guak gi kunu gubut ki kunu ki mini ki bene cham chi wele tietek.
The strategy of UPE was have a government school per parish, primary. Have a government secondary school per sub-county.
Yo pagamente no UPE ki kwan mesinia no tiene miero gang kwan miero beri parish kachela chel weng mawa aki ye. Gang kwan mesinia miero beri sub-county weng kachela chel mawa ai ye.
The strategy was remove Nino, Cham from school School is for Kwan, not for Nino, not for Cham. Cham, gang. School come to study and go back.
Yero eno ni kinano eno ni wakati kere were gang kwan ubed kama ini chero ye ikwano kai loke dog gang chamu gang ente bini gang kwan ikwane gang kwan.
So that because we don't have money to do all those things, we are trying to, like we fought a war without guns. That's what NRA did. We fought a war and won without guns.
The man ena wero itika timo tijmane yomedero wero gen machalo ibere lum gilwenyo lwen la bom duro.
Remember, we started a war with 27 guns against an army which had 60,000 guns.
On nogitika kemeke lwen kim dul mon matiki muduro ali piara bichel kolo eto megino muduro piara rio we abero keken.
So if you are looking for experts in using manok to get madwong, I am here.
Piman ka wono tika yenyo dano matiki ruam medero mala tika metich kigen manok menongo madwong la dit dong tie or dong chingupo.
But the problem, some people want to get madwong from nothing.
Pero madong tie ye, jomo kene merni, iti jeme madwong kadug madwong, ento konogi aki gen mapere.
You must see how to use manok in a very careful way until you get the madwong.
Mierebet kidero enen kit metish ki jeme manok, werokel iri jeme madwong ya gikene.
So that's why I propose, please separate Nino, Cham from Kwan. There are three words, Kwan,
Yes, sir.
Cham, Nino. What do you want? Are you coming here to Nino?
Dong piman, pera tekni umiero, inge poko kien dul loka dek man mapigi tegoni. Cham, Kwan, Ineno. So
if your problem is Kwan, if you have got little money, spend the money on classroom. Classrooms.
Kaya ni tiye ki chan. Ti dong ti ki chante matiri. Ti ki chante nini medera at Kwan.
Laboratories.
Get to laboratory.
Library.
Get to
teachers' houses so that they sleep near the school. And salary for the teachers. Then Cham Nino gang. They come in the morning, they study, they go back. The lunch, which they bring lunch. Me, I had the lunch, peko, which I was carrying.
Peke?
Peke?
Yes, sir.
I used to come with my peke. I am here, President of Uganda. Here.
Adiru wachi en mai kwano no ene tiu pekane la burre ke bieno kere gang kwan I kwano kumberi dong ene ti President me Uganda. Iberu ka tiu pekane wor kere NA.
So, this is why, if you did that, the primary schools per parish, secondary school per sub-county, it will be much cheaper than mine, because mine, I am now accommodating, but I'm managing to educate.
Kache, unu ye mauti upere, woro kere bino kwano loka doko neno gang, kama unu bedi ye, wel me kwan bedi yot, doye ma mege, ma ini ai chero ka kwan ka beru gang kwan ma kwano ga para ngweni kono ka buru kicham weom yere non kunu.
So in the coming government, please, I want you to support this policy because you have seen the damage we are doing to these young people by continuing to block them with commercialized education in government schools.
Donc piman en logo botu ni onen jame madong watika tione mabalo ko paloteno chalo makinyorgi kanye tutwal bien no wakero lok me ponye lok me chul ti matek tutwale ye ti balo lok me ponye paloteno ko kono neno me kato gang kwan parish ki parish gang ponye me senior sub county ki sub county no ti yob mabe mada ento pichulo kwan weko jamini dugura choko.
Some teachers are using the excuse of we don't have enough teachers. That's why we hire private ones to add on.
Ponye mukene kitikitian lok magiwajo ni lufonye gai kwan petiki lufonye moromo weko wano penye chente weke wabed ki lufonye mano PTA aye cholo gi pian chente lufonye peti moromo.
In the coming government, I am proposing to recruit another 50,000 teachers for primary education so that this excuse goes away.
Doi gamente en maine tika dokatichi tiki yup me choy lu fonye manyem pi fonye me primary lu fonye ali piara bich polo wek lok man me lu fonye dong pe no bet pere kwan me primary padong chingwa po man piara tek.
Now, let me end this issue of Lonyo with one example I have done in Lango.
Wekda titi ulok man me Lonyo ni kila nyura chel mayan la dit itiyu ilao.
My name is Dr. Maurice Ochen. I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize their small acreages of land so that they can earn more money through intensive farming. And here we are talking about enterprises that have good yields and high income for the household. So we have the fish farming, which is one of the enterprises that can be done near the water without interfering with wetland and tampering with water flow. Then we have the zero grazing unit. On the other side, we have the coffee, we have the banana, and also a household needs food crops as 1 acre plus fruits. So this idea of the 4-acre model is to support income for the household. And as I will go into the small mathematics, you will know that it's capable of pulling somebody out of poverty. Now, specifically on the fish pond, here is about 20 by 50 meter pond, 1,000 meters squared. After finishing the excavation, we stock 10,000 fish. We feed it for about 8 to 9 months. In the north, which is warmer, the fish grow faster. And in the west, which is a little cold, you add 1 more month to reach the same grams. So by that time, the fish will be about 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms. In the market, the fish which is 1 kilograms or 800 grams here costs about 10,000 shillings. So having stock here 10,000 fish, by 10,000, somebody will get 100 million.
Now you can hear my small model farm.
Dong neno la nyotski kom farm pala diet matetiri mayano tiyu mela nyote.
With coffee, bananas, fruits, some cows, but also fish pond.
Kono ke tiyu kila bol me coffee, la bolo, mwani, ki rech bene maketika petone.
And you hear from the fish pond alone, I'm able to get 100 million shillings a year.
Pangunu ne la nyuti ki dam merech keken magito chente manonge ki ye ramonongo chente million mia chel imwaka chel ki rech keken ma gwaka.
Let us rush and finish because I can see the rain threatening to come.
Dit mirne ki ro weketiere yene neno pol tika binu kot nen chalo chok.
2 points.
Do dong nyiklo kariyo.
One is the cattle restocking.
Lok ma chel ene lok medwak ko diang diang.
The cattle in this area were destroyed by the wars and the cattle rustlers and so on.
Diai tung bot wakan, luenyo balo giro werwa pe ki diai chingwa, ki bene jomagi yago diang, ujong bene go yago diai ki botwa.
And we tried to restock.
Watemeni iti ki yo medwa ko diai ching dano bene, te yo pagamente.
But along the way, lawyers
Ento yo ma watiga ti you teach en medwa ko diai ching dano ni, jamu kene ngole ma ober mabe.
they brought a case in court.
Ikelo lok man nyim court lo der me lokum chik.
Because I never like wars, I said, okay, discuss with them.
Piende gam pien pe maro lok metele si wachi pe we kongdong wa winye ket gi wa logo.
And they started getting money from the government.
Ti doman magien lo chike ti lokum chike go chako gam chente ti bot gamente yen machalo lawyers.
159 billion shillings were spent.
Chente mageti yukere lokman medwa ko dia ching dano chente maromo billion mia chel ki piera pi bung.
But where is this money going?
Perka penyo ni chente ni eni tika chero kwene.
So that's why I started checking and I found there was a bit of war here, some war there.
Chao ngiyo ko chente ni chi no duki na petika neno wera bekati don ki neno me niang nin ko nen chalo tie kien lok me chulo diange.
And the majority of the homesteads were out.
Idong pol padano ma odi ma miero geno nong no genti wako.
So I called leaders in Teso, Lango, Acholi.
Iluon lutela mamekuma aki Teso Lango ki Acholi.
And then I said, don't you think it would be better to handle all the homesteads equally? So that because the war, you cannot compensate for war. Damage of war are very many things. People die. Even if you compensate cows, how about people who died? How about buildings which were destroyed? How about time which was lost? How about legs which were cut off? How do you compensate all that? Why don't we give something equal to all the homesteads?
Chia loko kilutela mameku kono penyo ni tul kane ki chul pe lokom jami marwenye karme lwen jemi rwenye bero pol ko beno rwenye ma pol jomo keno toye jomo kene ki ngolo chingi doggi badgi jomo kene ki balo jami gi odigi beno balle jomo ken chawa bene warwenye ma pol ti chuli eni bero nining wego eni loko kilutela nikatwere pingo peke nong yo me odi ko weng ma watie kere tunkan imini gi olo chul ma rom pi odi ko weng patie.
And the population have liked the idea of the 5 cows per homestead.
Wego ikaweng inoni diep padano a pol loye ni kitika jolo niki nene ki miyo diai abija bij idok odi ko weng matie dok be loyo.
When the delegation of Acholi came, they were able to bring out the fact that, yes, there was damage in the whole area, but Acholi suffered most and longer.
Kare malutela mamekume Acholi geno ye ni logada gire ni jame mo bale karme luenyo time kaberu mapol ento iloba Acholi kan dore unono dano matek dok baloyo kaberu mukeneni.
And that therefore, in addition to the 555, we could also deal with the genuine claimants of the legal of the case.
Iman, do wego neno ni kibimiyo dia bija dok ori ko weng matieni ento bene jo magino ruenyo dia igi manyingi kichoyo magengiyo kare mabene bene mano nok mano ki kwere mabe ki mete bene ki lok mechul mamegi.
I'm therefore glad that we have agreed on the minimum, the 555 in the whole area.
Adit finya yomni olo mokdo katima wanwe ye ni dano ori duju yergunong diai manok pedong abija bij dok ori wengi ani ere finya yomni.
And the cabinet will also study the idea of variation for the Acholi area.
Iman bene ka choke mamege palo ministers maine beru ketgi ibingiyo bene dok matut kiet ma miero kite kere lokum lo ba choli ka kamalwenda ko nor matek lo ka bir mukenene.
Now finally, teach.
Dong ma gikene lo kum teach.
This is the fourth and last point.
Man dong yiglok madit ma ngwen dong bena ma gikene.
Where does teach come from?
Teach a ki kwene.
Let me show you one boy, the Biamkama of Unyoro, of Kagadi.
Wek dong enyut itu awuba chel manye biamukama ma ki Kagadi lokum teach do inen kit makitika nyor nani.
Teach. Because people talk of jobs. Where do jobs come from?
Tano loko kare duju lokum teach pere teach a.
Welcome to Kamai Demonstration Farm. My name is Fred Biamukama. I'm a member of Parliament of Buganges West Constituency, Kakubiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have half acre of pineapple, has 6 cows for zero grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is the 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters to lead by example so that my voters can learn what media the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well. You don't sleep here, but if I would sleep here, the house as well is seated on this 4-acre model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me eggs. Others are soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method of deep litter, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day minimally. Then I sell in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million. Because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity. Remain with 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20 times 6, that's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day. For us, a liter here is 2,000 because we sell each cup at 1,000. So you get 2,000 times 120, you get 24,000 per day. So 24,000 per day, when you multiply, you get about 7.6 million per month. But 7.6 million per month, you cannot save it. You have to get 200 to pay these workers, sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is zero grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million from the cows for zero grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. This 1 acre is enough feeding our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well with this grass we have. When you get like the half an acre of pineapple per harvest, you get about 4.5 million, and I harvest twice a year. You will see, even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends to take. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell. I give to my neighbors to rear. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre because we're just starting up the harvest. We had the first harvest And when you get about 12 million, but when you irrigate very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana at the end of the month, you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana, I use it for eating. So I simply get my coffee to ensure the other 12 million I'm telling you, which you are getting from this 1 acre, because we have tested it where you receive. And here, currently,
no, that's what I wanted. Freeze that. Now, that is Fred Biamukama.
Any Dharma Kaluanya ni Fred Biamukama.
You started 3 years ago. After listening to my advice. And he started the coffee, the bananas, the poultry, the fruits. From the eggs alone, he gets net, because he's selling 302 trays per day. So he gets net per month, 55 million, after removing costs, 55 million shillings. In a year, that means about 600 million net from eggs alone. Translate that.
Fred Biamukama, maladir wajani, charo, jami mayan pur gi magwarogi, et maladir kwano, wagala pur la bolo, pur moigni, wago pegu, wago yangchak, wago bene, pur nanasi, wago beno pegu. Fenen la boli kum, wago gweni keken, eno chente dwe chel million piara beach we a beach ento imwaga chel chente mano chalo magoba duju ke ribo doge million mia bichel kolo imwaga chel ki gwako gweno keken mano charo tong gweno.
But now this boy who was doing nothing himself is now employing 26 people.
Dano ni eni mao no petimo gen mo kolo pere kikone kumberi don tika miyo teach kidano.
So Lonyo has produced teach.
Tika miyo teach kilo teach mapola tira Lonyo mamege ni kumberi don ukelo teach matika poko teach kijo mapol.
Therefore the local talk empty talk.
Lokman men loka cha duju labo teach loka cha weng.
The question is, where do jobs come from?
The pen matia yeni teach a kikwena.
Jobs, they are talking of government jobs.
Teach pagamente.
Government jobs are very few.
Knock tira peromo wan duju.
How many jagos do you have?
Ditika penyo teach.
Jago
teach.
There are not many.
Teach pa jago ti adi, wameru jagi adi, kani pagamente.
Muruka chief.
To teach machalo muku, wameru adi.
The whole government employs 480,000 people.
Kamente olo mio teach kidano ali mia ngwen ki piara bor ke kem tuan gamente ni.
From a population of 46 million.
Kai neno kom duldano me Uganda ma welgi dugu 10 million. Piara ngwen we abichel kamente mio teach kidano ali mia ngwen piara bor ke kem.
Now Biamukama has shown us how commercial agriculture can produce jobs.
Biamukama do mi yet wala nyot yet mapu mel kelo lonyo pu ket ma chato wil mini wakare me mio teach kidano mapol.
Pour machon teach pe lu teach pe.
Ket machoni pe mio teach kidano.
But Purmanyan produces rootich. Is it to teach?
Ento Purmanyan mio teach kidano mapol poko teach.
Now, this is one form of lonyo, commercial agriculture.
Any your chel madit ket me lonyo teach.
But there is another form of lonyo.
Artisanship.
like the children of the Industrial Skilling Center we are showing you.
En yo mukene Mario menyayo lonyo ene kit me der me teaching kit maluteno makelungo ki kany magdongo kwano industrial hub guberu kanyor nene.
I didn't ask them, but those children are now already creating jobs. Those who are doing welding and so on, they are already creating 1 or 2 jobs.
Pay penyo gi ento ene ngeyo ni letene ene dong gitika miyo teach gitika poko teach olo kirge miyo teach danga chela rio mo dongu chako miyo teach kidano yen gitika teach.
But let us see what the factories Madwong, how they create jobs. Let's see the factories.
Kwe kong dong wanen kit ma factories nyayo kere teach maduong alok wang wadak panen.
Now, freeze the other one, freeze it first. The bigger, the over, freeze it there. Now, that is a town of factories.
En mala ditti ka nyorneni donka ber mudon makelwoni town ma factory ke ken kama chuma ma pat me der mala maltie.
This was 1 square mile owned by the Bugisu Cooperative Union.
En no ngomati square mile a chel mano dul makelwoni Bugisu Cooperative Union ena gitikere.
They were with one of these presidential candidates, Nandala Mafabi, he was in that group.
Tan machal Nandala Mafabi me winyo nitika chung bebeberu la president no teacher dul ene dul magitiki ngom ene.
They had dates with an American.
No gitiki banya madit ki dul lobo America.
The American wanted to take the land.
Joman magaki America ni no gimerni ki kwan ngom yoko.
So they came to me, I paid the American.
Nugi mero chato ngomi gu bino bore ku bago dogi bore fi ene chulo mono tarma ki America chageni pilok
1 square mile.
Ngoma dirte ti square mile a chel kolo.
And I gave it to the industrial park.
Mi ngomi eni me getu industrial park ket ma wono nene.
It was just empty land.
No ngoma ti mere nono wagi mo ke kan bene periye.
See how many factories are there now.
So nen kong well factories ma duong chuma ma pat keto do meta kere kuno.
And then somebody stands somewhere and says, NRM has done nothing.
Ingat mo America wang leke chako ni NRM po timugi mo kolo.
When I go to Kampala, I'll put this on the TV.
I dok Kampala bi kerman ki beru ka kerne television.
And I say, please, are these in Uganda or in America?
Beru ka penyo uye. Ni man ti lo Uganda ke ti lo America.
If they are in Uganda, the ones who have said NRM has done nothing must be looked for and be arrested.
Tene waje ni ka gidul nya en me chuma ma pat wen ti lo Uganda. Jo mati a wen NRM po timugi mo ko le mier ki yengi ki mak ki mera magai.
But let's see how many children are working in each factory.
Pangdong wanen welu tiana di matika teach ki factory ma
Now
pat.
freeze that one, freeze there. Go back a bit, where you were. Where you can see all of them. There. Now you see.
So nen giri ki wai enu well down ma do no teach
See
factory.
how many young people are working there.
Jo mati ana di magitika teach ka kenyo.
Now let's go to Nambole, Namambe.
Pachiro dore kama kelwoni na mamve.
The other one is Mbale.
Mawa ka nene tie imbale.
Are you getting it?
Kitika penyo ka kitika no gen maire merne.
Bring it in. Okay. Freeze it there now. That is Namamve.
Meno kabere makelwani na mamve.
It has got 278 factories now.
Na mamve dong tiki factories miario kipiara beru ya bor kolo.
Employing 44,000 people.
Ye ka mio tish kidano maromo dong ali piara ngwen kolo en na mamve eno moneno ne.
So here, people of Omoro, I rest my case.
Idong piman luak me Omoro la didong weglok botu enba nyuru temo wen kamaleng.
That's what they say in the courts when somebody has finished presenting the case.
Eno wachi gian make waji court nika de gamu dok la ngol kobi ter lok makwako kumio wen ki de gamu nyim la ngol kob ni da tiao loka waka kenyu.
The words NRM, the points NRM has contributed to Uganda are 7 in the last 40 years.
Jami ma NRM tiyugi ma don ma bejo ilo Uganda dong duong tiepi mwaka piera ngwen bene mukara ngej. Jama bero ma don.
For today I spoke about 4.
Tieni ene logo angwen kekene kuma bero ne.
Number 1, peace.
Na chel kuch, dong chengwa wapo kuch.
Number 2, development.
Na rio don lobo.
Number 3, lonyo, wealth.
Na dek lonyo. Lonyo, dong ching po lonyo.
Number 4, jobs.
Idong ma ngwene teach.
There are 3 other points, but I don't have time now.
Ye put lok mukene ma bejo manu mierene wajgi no weko bera bero duju ento chawa dong petie ma be.
So therefore, when we come and say, please support NRM so that it continues, it is because of what has been done and what will be done.
Dong kage wajo boridi chwak pati NRM ki wajo kitian lok pi jame mapol mauti ne ma bejo ki bene jame mapol mafudneno tie meti yune me mete kera nyim.
Apoyo matek, rubanga coin, NRM juu.
Wa mio moral.
NRM oye. Omoro oye.
Oye.
Acholi oye.
Oye.
Uganda oye.
Oye.
Apoyo rubanga.